All right, welcome back, everybody. I know you're so excited to hear from me again. So today we're going to deal with Iran. So we've already talked about the Palestinian Mandate. We've also talked about Syria. So now we're going to do Iran. So turning the 19th century, Iran is going to be considered to be a backward feudal society that is going to be controlled by relatively weak monarchs. They're really not going to be able to do very much once oil is discovered. But the one thing that is going to hold everyone together is going to be religion. And Iran is the only Shia state that you have in the whole entire world. They're going to have a military defeat. Basically, Iran is then going to have to give land to the British and also to the Russians due to this military defeat. And Iran basically, again, is stuck in the struggle between the British and the Russians over India, truly, in all honesty. But they're sort of in the middle of it. So this is, again, Persia that we talked about before, and how Britain and also Russia wanted to Britain wanted to maintain access. Russia wanted to gain access because this was seen as a gateway into India, and also for the Russians, it was part of their manifest destiny to expand and create this very large empire. All right, so Iran has to give up land, some to the British and some to the Russians. The Britain again wanted to maintain their access to India, and they also wanted to maintain this buffer zone that was just created, this newly state of Afghanistan, which was created in order to sort of create the space between the Western world and the Eastern world. So that's why we are going to see this creation of Afghanistan. Russia thought Iran is going to protect their southern border, which is why they want to gain control of it, and they want to stop further British encroachment. Great Britain, again, with this mandate system that was created, does have a ton of land now inside the Middle East. They're not colonies, but Britain is controlling what's going on in the mass majority of them. France only has two small mandates, Lebanon and Syria. So they're really, truly not that in control of what's going on in the Middle East. It's really the British. So the Russians are going to be a little bit fearful of British expansion, which is why they want to maintain control of Iran. All right. Both of them want to exploit the natural resources. Both of them want to keep the government in Iran relatively weak. Both of them want to also exploit tribal differences between and religious differences so that the people are going to be divided, again, fighting amongst each other, so they're not really in control or looking at who actually is controlling them. All right, so the Iranian stakes are going to increase dramatically after the discovery of oil in 1908. We do have the Anglo-Persian Oil Company, which we've already talked about, which later becomes BP, and they're going to have exclusive rights to drill oil for 60 years, and it's going to be 500,000 square miles that they have exclusive rights to develop the oil industry on. The British are then going to pay 20,000 British pounds in stock, and 16% of the profits are then going to go to the Iranian government. So you're extracting Iranian oil from Iran, but you're only going to have 16% of the profits actually go to Iran, which is why we're going to see that this is going to become a problem in the future.